extra biblical, talking about missions, it's difficult to assign them an agreed upon meaning. This becomes even more problematic whenever a robust exegetical theology is not attached to such terminology. The result is that definitions for mission, missions, and missionaries will not remain constant, but will change based on contemporary realities and readers' perspectives. And I think you're spot on there. Everything becomes then mission, or missions and missionaries will not remain constant, but will change based on contemporary realities and readers' perspective. Why does this matter? Why draw attention to this concept of mission, missions, and missionaries? I know some people are saying, what's the big deal? They all mean the same thing. And other people I know are on the opposite side of the spectrum going, finally, someone that's defining this in a way that's differentiating, because when everything becomes mission, nothing is. And we lose the real flavor of things. So draw that out. Why talk about this terminology, and why is it important?
Yeah, when you're in a room with a variety of different Christians, especially from different congregations, different churches, different mission agencies, and you begin to talk about missions, it's kind of like witnessing to Mormons. Everyone is using the same terms. We all have different dictionaries.
Got it.
And so we've got to understand this. So for example, I mean, just think about this for a second. Consider that even the most traditional and conservative evangelical pastors, not anyone listening to this program, of course,
not anyone would do that.
But consider that even the most traditional and conservative evangelical pastors will announce on Sunday the youth choir's mission trip will take place next year as they go to Appalachia to sing in the worship services of another church, and the men on mission will be doing missions in Honduras this summer by installing a roof on a school. But today, they are to pray for the missionaries planting churches in the Middle East among an unreached people group. Just look at the different ways that terminology is used just in that little, paragraph. We don't have any clarity on this. There is a great deal of confusion on what we mean when we use these terms. And so we've got to understand that if we don't explain the terms and have a very solid biblical foundation supporting those terms, and then supporting the practical things that come out of those terms, what are missionaries supposed to do? How do they function? What about strategy, things of that nature? When we don't have all of that in place, then basically definition is left up to the user of the term. Mm-hmm. So how I want, what I want to refer to as missions or missionaries could be totally different than what you want to use, in referring to missions or missionaries. And so who's to say who's right and who's wrong, especially when you can't find the words in the Bible?
You can't leave it there. You gotta explain it.
Good talking with you, brother. Been enjoying the show, and now I have to go.